she did something, cause look, is that I really feel ugly. I'm just gonna like flat out say it. Like, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is a Sad Girls Get Ready With Me. So we're not going anywhere. I'm just gonna be doing my makeup and talking about my feelings. So if you're in your feelings, let's talk, girl. Hey y'all, so it's January 15th, 2023. A new year, still the beginning of the year. And I'm just now coming to terms with the fact that I think I'm depressed. I think I'm depressed, but have no time to let myself feel it. And I'm tired of not letting that feeling move through my body. So this is an attempt to sit with those feelings and let it move through my body. And we're gonna do that while putting on some makeup, because I'm gonna tell you what this depression is telling me, like how it's been making me feel physically and superficially. And yeah, it's gonna go with the theme. It's gonna go. So yeah, let's just really get into it. All right, so I was on TikTok literally all day today. Like I did not break free from my phone, which is definitely the #1 sign for me when I'm disassociated. Like when I am just not trying to deal with anything, with myself, with anyone else. Like let's just thank God for Trader Joe's meals, because I don't know how my daughter made it through the day. Like, and that's just real tea. I ate once, like I had breakfast with her and then that's it. But that's another thing. I feel like I don't take care of myself, but I like full on take care of her just on autopilot, whatever. And then it's 11 o'clock at night and I'm up and I'm just wondering like, oh, I should have done this different. I should have added this differently today. And it just gets to be too much. And then I just get on my phone and ignore everything because I just don't want to deal with it. Anyway, I say that to say, while I was on TikTok today, I kept seeing this new makeup trend. And I'm not a makeup girly by any means. I love makeup. I love to put it on here and there, but I mean that I don't have like a technique. Like I'm not like a pro or anything. And lately I actually have been finding that I don't, like makeup is not making me look any different. I just look more of the blah I already feel, but with makeup on, if that's, you know, if that makes sense. But I saw this TikTok trend and it stood out to me because it doesn't seem like it's that difficult, and it doesn't seem like it's like made to change your face all the way. It's just a natural look, which I normally go for anyway. So I wanted to try it, and it's called the Mary Phillips technique. So Mary Phillips, from what I gather, is the makeup artist for Kylie Jenner as well as Hailey Bieber. I mean, she's obviously white and does white faces, but I feel like I saw enough black girls do it that I feel confident that I can do it too, and that it actually works for us. I mean, what really doesn't work for us? Like, please, like. All right, so first things first, I've been talking to you guys with the driest face possible. So let's hydrate. All right, so I'm using the Caudalie grape water, and I love putting this on throughout the day, but I also really love putting it on under my moisturizer, especially if my face was, you know, like removed from actually doing a, like if my face had no water on it before. So I want to like add moisture to my face before I put on a moisturizer. And I'm using the Ghost Democracy Clean Lightweight Daily Moisturizer. I usually use this for morning time, but I think it's a great, I think it's a great base from this type of makeup. I don't want it to be too oily, but it has just the right amount of grip I want it to before I apply makeup. I'm trying to see how I want to start. Like there's just so much to say. There's just so much I feel like I've just been like keeping in, but I really just want to like get it out. Like I really just want to, you know, treat this kind of like a journal. Like we're just chatting. I gave you a call, you answered the phone. Thanks for answering, friend. Bestie. Bestie, I'm sad. Like that's just really where I want to start. Bestie, I am sad. Why am I sad? I'm sad because I feel like I'm behind. I feel like I'm behind. I feel like I'm out of place. I feel like I don't know where I belong. And I feel like I don't know how to find where I belong. You know what I mean? I just feel like overnight, and it wasn't even overnight, I feel like gradually I could feel myself losing my place. visually, let me give you a visual what it feels like. You know how like when everyone's in a room, I don't know if this has ever happened to you or whatever, or you've like seen it in a movie, because I don't think it's like actually happened to me, but like everyone in the room is having a really good time, like, and you were just having a really good time too. You were laughing it up, like the joke was funny, whatever, and then all of a sudden you kind of just like zone out, like fade out of what's going. Everyone else is still enjoying and laughing it up, and no one notices that you kind of just fell back from the crowd, like you just stopped laughing and you just backed up a little bit, and now you're watching everyone else continue to enjoy the joke and live in the joke and whatever, but it's no longer funny to you, and you wish you could laugh, but it's just you can't rejoin the group for some reason. And then you've been gone from the group for so long that the group feels like you don't even know if you belonged in that group in the first place, or if this person that you are, this new blob. And you know what? Let me stop talking about it in such an amorphous way. I'm talking about me. I don't know anymore if I feel like I belong in any groups anymore. Like, what is the group? Where do I belong? Who am I? So anyway, I'm feeling like I'm just going through such, like, a lot of transitions. But I don't know what the transitions are pulling me to, pulling me from, what are we doing? What are we doing? And it's just really starting to like get to me, like pretty bad, because right now, if you didn't know, I'm a full-time content creator. And I think that, you know, a big contributor to this feeling is content, like literally having to consume content. My livelihood right now is content creation, but it's also taking life from me. Not I'm in jail. All right, the first part of this technique, the Mary Phillips technique, is to contour your face. So I'm gonna be using my Milk Makeup Contour Stick. It's not a contour stick, it's actually a Flex Foundation Stick. So this is a foundation stick, but I'm gonna be using it for What if that was my 13th reason? Like, for real, because that was so unnecessary. Why would that fall like that? Never mind with that. I use the Milk Makeup Flex Foundation in Cocoa, so I'm going to use that for the contour. She uses a brush to do it. I feel like this is not the right brush I should be doing it with, but we're here now. We're here now. So I'm going to start. You know what it is? I feel like I do not be using enough of a product. Like this, I feel like I definitely need way more product on here, because then I put makeup on and I'm like, what did I do? It's like I'm afraid to apply the makeup to my face. What is that? What is that about? The makeup be lasting me 3 years because I barely use it, and when I do, I just don't use enough of it. All right, so I'm gonna try it with this brush instead, and this is a Morphe M173 brush. This is what the tip looks like. I'm gonna try this instead. One thing about it, this Sony ZV-1 camera, here's a quick review. Nobody asked for it, but here you go, you're welcome. It will be at half a battery, and you record for 45 seconds and it's dead, it dies. So if you're ever thinking, why did the battery keep dying? Didn't they know it was dying before they turned it on? No, it was not dying. It will just die in the middle of you talking. So that just happened to me. So we're back, and I'm gonna be using the Morphe 173 brush and this foundation stick to do the contour. So I just really wanted to stop being shy and really apply some color on here. Okay. And then she also brings the contour down like this. So let's see, like this, like that. That just seems, it's scary to have to blend that out. Doesn't that seem different? Like I just did it wrong? Well, I'm really excited to see how this turns out, because I feel like I already messed my face up. Okay. And then I'm gonna just contour where I usually place it. And then you contour the nose. This is new for me. I wasn't really like a nose contour person, but following all the oh, and I don't want to do it with this. I'm actually gonna switch the brush. All right, I switched the brush because that one is a little too thick and I don't want to like overwhelm my nose, like the bridge of my nose. It's just not that, I don't know, I have a wide nose down here, but not the bridge of my nose, and that brush is just too thick. So I'm going to switch to the Morphe E62 and then just do it that way. Do you contour your nose when you do your makeup? This is, like I said, it was like really new for me. I did it one time really well, one time only, and yeah. All right, so that's contoured. Oh, you know what? Forgetting that I do need to contour this jawline. Let's do that. So yeah, I've been feeling just down. Like I've just been feeling really like unable to really like explain myself, like really talk about what's going on. I feel like I'm being annoying to my friends just because I'm being annoying to myself. Like whenever I hear the complaints that I have, or just me feeling, the main complaint that keeps coming up for me, and I think why I decided to like do makeup, is that I really feel ugly. I'm just gonna like flat out say it. Like I don't, right now when I look at myself, when I have to look at myself, because I have been avoiding the mirror for quite some time. Like literally, I think the last time I really looked in the mirror for real was like October. And that was because I was getting ready for my birthday trip. But even then, like I purposely wanted to spend my birthday by myself, very low key, where I didn't have to like make any sort of grand gestures, get in a dress. Like I don't know if it's because like my hair length, which I think I am blaming it on my hair length or what, but the first thing I'm attacking in this moment of just feeling downright depressed are my looks. Like I just feel very like, who is that? I don't recognize who I am. I don't like what I'm seeing back. And I'm not sure if that's the internet, because I honestly think that's just something's going on with me. I'm looking different to myself, and I'm feeling different, but it's really coming up in like a weird dysmorphia thing that I'm having. So I'm like, maybe if I just get a little bit better at makeup, and I know that's not the solve. So like, you know, if you're like leaving comments and you're at a solving point already, or you know that's not I know it's not the way to go about things, but for right now, that's what I want to do. I just want to like lean into learning how to do makeup better, because maybe that'll make me temporarily feel better while things are moving through my body, and then I will just feel fine without feeling like I need to put makeup on. And I think that's okay. All right, so step 2 is obviously putting on concealer, and I'm using my Kosas 08W. I love this concealer. It's really, really moisturizing. And it just goes on like really, really easily. So she put some here, which I don't normally do, but I'm just like trying to follow along with what she did. Just putting a little bit more here. So you're supposed to put those on in those places, right? Then give yourself a little spritz. All right. It's all supposed to help you like blend it in much better, right? So I'm gonna actually use a beauty blender instead of a brush to just like really get, especially the contour, blend it out first. So yeah, so this has been just bringing up like a bunch of different feelings for me. Not feeling pretty, not feeling attractive, not feeling as confident in myself that I, like the way I used to be. I just felt like I just knew who I was before, and I'm losing this certainty about myself. And it's causing me to attack myself. Like I just have not been kind to myself. Like I can hear, even when I'm not verbalizing it, I can hear myself like in my head being mean to myself, like just telling myself like, oh, this doesn't look good on you anymore, or like, you know, what's the point of wearing this and this? Like I'm constantly in sweats. I don't know when I like lost all my like clothes. I feel like all I have is Skims and like sweats to wear. That was not me before. I don't know, like when did I drop Stehfuhnee? Like where did I drop her off, and where do I go pick her up? Like I would really like to know, because hey girl, we miss you over here. Like what's going on, you know? I think that when we're having like moments like this, people tend to like want us to rush out of it. Like you're not, you know, you don't say that about yourself, or like, what do you mean? You do look pretty, you're pretty, you should know that. But I think that's like really unhealthy. I think that sometimes I want to stay in my sad, and not because I want to be a victim, right? Like obviously like no one like on purpose wants to feel this way, but I think it's just like healthy to learn to sit with what you're feeling, because there are other answers in that feeling. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's sometimes it's just your personal journey. It's your duty to sit with that feeling and not rush yourself to like not rush yourself to be okay, because you might miss what you're like supposed to be learning from feeling like this, right? So something got me here. I'm not sure what that something is just yet, but I feel like if I don't rush out of this feeling, then I'm going to find what got me here so that I can approach it differently next time, or I can get rid of it next time. So if you're feeling like this, if you're feeling like me, I encourage you to not like rush yourself to not feel like this. I just let it move through you. Like let it move through you. Do find someone you can safely speak to about it that like won't make you feel like you're annoying them. Thank God I have, like all my friends are like that, really, thank God. But you know, even with that, sometimes try to just keep it to yourself. Not like try to drown out sometimes try to keep it to yourself. Let me just say that. Let me rewind and say that. Keep it to yourself. And I say keep it to yourself not because you can't trust your friends or maybe, you know, whatever, but keep it to yourself because what I'm also finding is in these moments, I feel like my attachment style pops up. Anxious attachment style. So I tend to like want to hear other people's opinions about what I'm feeling. So it drowns my voice out even more. When right now, the person I really, really need to reconnect to obviously is me. Like I really need to start to listen to my own voice again and like, hey, what makes us feel good? What makes you feel good? And no one else knows that more than you do. So I just really, it's okay to like draw within yourself, draw into yourself again, because you are literally trying to reconnect to that part of you. So like, you know, other people cannot do that for you. All right. So I think I'm gonna do something about these brows. I don't really have eyebrows, so I don't ever really do too much. I just like brush them up, maybe just like line at the bottom. A quick little line. And then just like go in and just quick strokes and fill it in. Watch, it doesn't look that much different to me when I'm done doing this. But I don't really like harsh brows either. Did you see a change? Yes, you do. I'm actually doing something. Okay, she did something, cause look, even just putting the line under it did a little something for my face real quick. Oh, yay, good job, Stehfuhnee. Good job. I'm gonna compliment myself more. Let's start now. Okay, brows are done. You know what else comes to mind as I was finishing this masterpiece up? That, okay, I'm like, where else could I be? Why else could I be feeling like I'm just not feeling pretty, not feeling attractive? I have gone, again, welcome if you're new, I have gone through a disgusting, vile breakup from a disgusting, vile animal that I should have never really been with, but I made it through, and I'm here now, and I'm on the other side of that, but the other side of that comes with scars from what I've been through, and I'm feeling like one of those scars is having to see myself in a different lens now. Like not in the one that someone who's like woke up to make me feel unwanted. Like that lens, I have to switch it to another lens of like obviously I love myself. Obviously I have, you know, the self-esteem within myself to know that I did not deserve that, right? So it's like, I love myself, but is self-love always enough? No, it's not. We're humans. We need to feel attracted and attractive in other people's lenses. And I have not had that in so long, like so long. I don't know. I felt like for a while that other men could like sense that I was still going through something, even though if I wasn't with this person, I feel like I was just wearing it. I was wearing it that I was just coming out of a horrible relationship. And I also feel like I was just not really ready to even get back into another relationship. But then I felt like I did the work, and I know what to look out for. I know, you know, what, just certain things will just not happen to me again. Like I'm really grateful for that through a lot of therapy or whatever. I'm grateful for that. But at the same time now, I'm like, okay, these men, for one, they're malfunctioning like the Teslas. For two, where are they? Even if they weren't malfunctioning, I don't run into them. I'm constantly running, like I'm just doing mom stuff. I am just in a mom rut, and I come home and I do my work so that I can keep a roof over our head and handle the business day to day, whatever. And then I do more mom stuff. So I don't really, unless they come knocking at my actual front door in my building that has a gate downstairs, like I don't know really where I'm going to meet them to even test out if I do know better, if I can't get duped again. But I think the lack of that intimacy, like legitimately don't know the last time I held someone's hand, like we were just taking a stroll. The lack of intimacy is like, it's not getting to me, but I feel it. I feel that absence in my life. And I'm a Libra, so like I am built for this. I am built to be loved. Like I literally should not be walking this earth not being worshipped by somebody. And look at me. Okay, so all that's on. Here's where everyone in every video is like, this feels weird.
So wrong.
But here's, I guess, the weird part. After you put all this on, oh wait, I think I'm supposed to put blush on. So hold the weird part. I need to put blush on. What blush am I using? I'm gonna be using this Huda Beauty. And it's color Coral Cutie. So it's the cheeky tint. I really like these. And this one is Coral Beauty. Like I said, I like a little orange as of late, so I'm gonna definitely use this. I'm just gonna go in with my finger with it. Really pretty tint, and I'll just go in with some more afterwards anyway. Ooh, I really picked it up on that side. Can you see that? Okay, so I don't know if it's the lighting or what, but at least on the outside, your girl is already feeling healed a little bit better. Okay, so after the blush, here's where like the strange part is, or where the technique lies. You are supposed to then go over all of this with your tinted moisturizer or foundation. I'm gonna be using a tinted moisturizer. I'm not into foundations right now. I just feel like they're just too heavy. And I feel like also for this look, I wouldn't see how a foundation, I guess because you're supposed to also do it with a light brush, like you're supposed to do it with a powder brush, that it won't pick up too much of the foundation. But I feel like I don't even want to try that for real all the way. So I'm going to be going in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I am in, ooh, I can't see. I'm in the shade 6 Tan Deep, and I love this. Love it. Love the glow. Love the application. All right, so you're supposed to not put it directly on your face, but onto the back of your hand. And then, like I said, pick it up with a powder brush so that it's just a thin, like seriously. Ooh. All right, so I'm going in with my Morphe Ariel collab brush. This is the, M by Ariel. I don't think it has oh yes it does, a 3.2. I'm not the biggest fan of these brushes, but it's gonna do the job for now. So we're literally supposed to go over this whole thing with this brush. All right, so let's retrace. I feel like I have a lack of intimacy in my life right now. I also feel like I'm losing my sense of belonging, and also not sure where what that even means, because what do I want to belong to? I don't know where I want to belong necessarily. And yeah, I think those are the two things that are compounded right now. Oh no, the third thing, hello, while we're here, I don't feel pretty. And those are the three big things I'm dealing with right now, are the three manifestations of my depression. And you know what else is crazy? I feel like I just went to my what do you call them? Your routine checkups, your physicals. I went to my physical in December, and then I had to come back in January just to, like, I don't know, get my, well, here's the gimme gotcha. I went in December, and you know, they ask you all these questions, and usually I'm like, no, I'm fine. But for some reason I was like a little bit more honest about it, and I was like, no, I am a little sad. Like, yeah, okay. More than, 2 days out of the week, I am like not eating or whatever. And so it prompted her to like ask me some questions, but very basic questions to see if I should be on antidepressants. And I did not appreciate that, because like, I felt like, okay, thanks for asking. But after a while I told her, I'm like, no, I have been on antidepressants before. This was a bit ago, and I just didn't like how they made me feel. And so I don't want to take that. No thanks. And then I was also very adamant in saying that I don't think the problem is me. I think that, I hate that I would have to medicate myself for outside things. Like, for one, I am a mom 24/7, no break, no help. I'm also battling, at any point, at any given time, my baby's father. Like, at any moment, he just like has another freaking mental outburst, and I have to deal with that. And so that, those things are all adding to how I'm feeling. So it's like, it's all extrinsic, not intrinsic. And so it's unfair that I'm the one that has to be medicated for that. And also, I cannot be medicated. I'm the only one with my kid. And the way those medicines make me feel personally, I'm withdrawn. Like, I have no feelings, which is great, but I can't do that with a kid. Like, I just don't feel safe doing that. So hold on, I'm going in with my setting powder, and I'm only going to set the areas in which I applied the concealer to. So yeah, so I just didn't want to do that, whatever. And I felt like then I ended up having to kind of fight her, because she wasn't really like willing to like listen to what I just said. Like, I just feel like it was just, I had to repeat it more than once. No, thank you. What do you know? I came back in January, like literally last week. Yeah, last week. And I'm thinking I'm going because they need to read the results to me in person, because I don't know why no one was reading it to me over the phone. Like, no one would do it. Well, we meet again, and she's like, oh, just wanted to like make sure, you're like giving me an update on, how you're feeling, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, not much has changed. Like, I still have those feelings or whatever, but I'm getting a little bit better sleep, so whatever, it's fine. We go right back into it again. She's like trying to prescribe different, did I put anything here? She's trying to prescribe different medications now. Like, oh, this one won't like do anything for your weight. You won't have to worry about a weight. I was like, I wasn't worried about a weight problem in the first place. I just don't want to be on those medicines, on those medications. I don't know. And I say that to say that it really sucks that when life feels like it's attacking you, and it quite literally is, I'm not even making it up. Like, I am literally like having to combat other people who are trying to put their shit on me. And it's like, I have to end up being the one to take medicine for it, or to be medicated for it, or I have to be, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I have to be numbed for it. And it doesn't feel fair, and it doesn't feel right. And I just feel like this is such a pointer to like society, for how it treats women and how it treats mothers, especially. Like, if we just had access to all these, human rights, it should be human rights to help take care of our kids, and to penalize fathers who have children and then don't take care of them. Like, there needs to be some sort of help for that. And I know other countries are probably doing it, doing something. I mean, you can't like chase down a grown man, I guess, in whatever, but like in the sense that there's better access for mothers to be able to mother. I think that is the approach, rather than telling moms they should just immediately be on antidepressants. Like, I'm not the problem. I'm not. I'm suffering from the problems that are being caused. Like, I'm not the problem. So it's like, I'm not the root of it. Let's not treat me. Let's treat the root. that makes sense. It does make sense. All right, so I've set this and I'm feeling, I don't know if I feel like it looks any different from how I would normally do makeup, which is just the reverse. So I would put this on first and then do the contour, under eyes, blush, whatever. I don't feel like I just don't feel like it looks that much different. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more finishing touches on it and see if it just like changes anything up. I'm going to add a different blush on top. This is also by Milk Makeup, and this is just lip and cheek. It's called Flip. So you can use this on your lip and your cheek. I'm gonna put it on with a brush though.
Stunning.
But I'd love to hear in the comments if you are feeling kind of out of place right now and like you don't really know what you should be doing. What are you doing to get through that? What are you doing to help you find what your next step is? And I truly think for me, I'm feeling this way, like I don't know where I belong or whatever, because of something big is about to happen. Because one thing about it, I can feel really sad, really down, really out, and I don't know if it's me or if this is just Black women, but we don't actually rest when we feel that way. Yes, we sleep. I sleep, right? I go to sleep, I get my sleep, whatever, but I feel like the second I'm like, you know, feeling off balance or whatever, I actually go way harder in like job applications. I go way harder in like needing to find out a different way to be creative. I go way harder in making sure that I don't actually hit the ground fully, like my whole body doesn't hit the ground, that I just feel like when, you know, I'm starting to feel really down about myself, I feel like what's going on is that there's an actual breakthrough coming. I, for a really long time, have only gone after the things that I know I will be really good at. I go places where I know I will excel. I take on jobs and tasks and things where I know I will kill it. I tend to stay away from things that not that I have to learn a new skill in or whatever, because I don't mind learning new skills, but that I'm afraid that will be so challenging that I will not succeed in. And I feel like because I've done that for so long, I've actually made myself stupid. Not stupid in the sense of intelligence, really, because stop it, but in the sense that I feel like my system needs an update. Like I need about 4 updates for real. It's just everyone around me kind of just knows something different, even in the social media realm, even in the media realm, right? If I wanted to go into an agency or something, there's a lot of foundation I'm missing. I jump to what I know, which is the creativity, which is the front part of it or whatever, but there's a lot of foundational things that people have gone to school for that you can't fake the funk in. Some people can, some people can't. No, I've seen it. But I feel like there's a lot. If you want to get somewhere, you really can't fake the funk in. So you need to take a class. You need to whatever. And I just feel like because my life is finally calming down in the sense that I'm not carrying a whole other person, like a whole other adult anymore, that now I do have that time. I don't have that excuse anymore. So I need to get to it. But I'm not getting to it. Why am I not getting to it? I don't know. All right, going in with some mascara. I'm using this Big by Definition from Sephora, but I am in the market for a different mascara. So if you have any recommendations, thank you in advance. This one's pretty good though. Do I want to do a lip or no? Just a gloss? I think I'm gonna just do a gloss. I think. This is Merit Bel Air Lip Oil, Tinted Lip Oil. I don't really see a tint in it. It's pretty clear. But I really love this this lip oil though. So yeah, it's just this Merit lip oil. It's actually really moisturizing. Like it's a good wear, a good wear. And I'm gonna finish it up with just my MAC Dark Tan Skin Finish. I think I've had this a little too long, but who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me? Not you. So yeah, I'm just gonna go all over with her, and this is the last step. Well, this wasn't too hard. All right, so this is the finished look with the Mary Phillips technique.
Ooh! Girl, you ate that. Scrumdiddly yum yum a purr purr.
I'm not seeing such a huge difference. My makeup is pretty, but I don't think it's because of the technique, really. I just like the products that I used, and I'll list them all in the description box. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a comparison, and then I'll come back and let you guys know in the comment. Like maybe I should do like half a face with this technique and then half a face how I would normally do it. I didn't see anyone do that on TikTok or anything, but yeah, my honest opinion is that it doesn't really do too much. There's no huge difference, but let me know what you guys think. Is there something I could have done differently? Is there like a different technique that you guys have that you feel like would just go better on my face? Let me know. I'm always open to learning a little bit more or just hearing your opinion altogether. But I don't know, I'm liking it. It's like another look at what that looks like. All right, so our chat doesn't really have a solution, and I want to emphasize that that's okay. Like sometimes you just feel like shit and you just have to acknowledge that you feel like shit. I don't need to solve right now, but what I can do is just take small steps. And what I think my next small step is for this week. It's Sunday, so tomorrow is Martin Luther King Day, so it's good. It's a day to rest. But this week, I am going to check myself every time I say something mean about myself. So I'm not going to try to like suppress it by being like, oh, I'm just going to stop being mean to myself. I think that's unrealistic. I am definitely going to say something that's not kind to myself. But when I say it, I'm going to immediately like acknowledge that I just did that. That wasn't kind to yourself, Stehfuhnee. You're like, that was, why did you just say that? I'm going to check myself. And I feel like doing that is going to make me say less and less things bad about myself. So I just think that, being aware that I'm doing it, maybe letting it pass through my body, and then just kind of checking that, and then just see what I do next, like what naturally happens next. But I think it's going to make me say nasty things, less and less nasty things about myself. So that's my small step, which won't solve every single thing that we just spoke about, but I definitely think that it's going to do what I need to do right now, which is be a little bit more kind to myself. Like I want to love what I see when I look in the mirror again. And I think that's a major problem for me because I've never really been like that. And I know it's the aftermath of some things I've been through, but still, like it's sad for me to say that. And I'm a mom to a daughter, and I just feel like, I can't protect her from feeling like that. It's unrealistic. Our kids are not us. They have to go through their own feelings. They have to go through their own growths and whatever. She will have these moments as well. But what I want to be able to do is not, tell her to, you're fine, you're beautiful. What do you mean? Don't feel that way. Mommy knows you're beautiful. Like, yeah, whatever. But I don't want to approach it that way. I want to approach it the way I'm approaching myself right now. Like to give her space to have that move through her body, and then just be there to support her. So I need to learn how to do it for myself first, because if I don't know how to do it for myself, then I'm going to push things I don't want onto her. You know what I mean? And she's not going to be able to sit with herself and let those things pass for herself. And then someone else is going to take on that role for her, and then maybe giving her an attachment style that I don't want her to be dealing with, that I have had to deal with, which I feel like has landed me here. So yeah, got to do these things for myself, and I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna take it from here, and I hope if you related to any of this, that you are also finding your one little small step to move forward. I read something once that said, when you take small step, and you eventually look up and look back, you've walked a really long way. So I'm just going to be focused on the step in front of me instead of the entire staircase, and I hope you will too. So thank you guys for doing my makeup with me, and then just going through this sad girl chit chat. And don't forget to leave a comment. If you are still watching, definitely hit the like button, and absolutely hit the subscribe button, because I can't wait to talk to you next time. Bye guys.
And to all of you watching here, come close to the screen and listen. People don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see. You better love what you see. Thank you to the critics. Thank you.